Ladies and gentlemen, one thing that has been spoken about all over social media right now is the implementation of the Nadco report and a position that is about to be developed so that William Ruto can accommodate Raila Odinga in the government. This is after Raila Odinga lost the AU chairmanship seat. Now, tweets and exchange of words are ongoing on social media. But the question is, will Raila Odinga accept the implementation of the Nadco report so that he can be accommodated in Ruto's government? Now, apart from that, I shall remind you that the Nadco report is the same as the BBI report. The BBI was a formulation that was created by Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Raila Odinga after their handshake so that Uhuru Kenyatta could create a legit position for Raila Odinga in his government so that they could accommodate Raila Odinga. They campaigned for the BBI for the longest time possible. They championed for the BBI to be implemented. But at the end of the day, the BBI failed. Now the question is, how different is the Nadco report? How different is the Nadco report? Because Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta wanted also to create a position for the Prime Minister for Raila Odinga. William Ruto is the same position that he wants to create. And we shall take you back to BBI. William Ruto opposed BBI until the final minute that the court ruled against BBI. Are we together? Right now, he wants to implement and make amends in the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya through the Nadco report. Is the High Court of Kenya going to accept that? Are the courts in the Republic of Kenya going to accommodate the Nadco report? I want to read a few tweets from Raila Odinga's men and also from the Kenya Kwanza people. And I want you to listen to this very careful because it tells you the path that Raila Odinga is treading on. And this path, if Raila accepts to be accommodated by William Ruto in his government, that will mean that Raila Odinga, it is over for him. Now this is Senator Kiprotich Arab Cherargai, the senator of Nandi County, a man that went ahead to even bring a motion in the Senate to have Kenya extend the presidential term limit to 7 years. Now listen, he says, we must now fully implement the Nadco report by amending the Constitution 2010 through creating the Office of the Prime Minister PM and allow Right Honorable Raila Odinga to serve Kenyans in that capacity. We cannot allow such brilliant leadership and experience to go to waste the way African Union did. This is the only way we can appreciate and reward him for his fight for rule of law and democracy in Kenya. I shall remind you that for years Raila Odinga has fought for one seat in this republic. And that position that he has always wanted is him to be in the state house, to become the president of the Republic of Kenya. But he has never gotten that. The close he came to getting the presidency is when, through the mediation and the coalition government in the year 2008, Raila Odinga was rewarded with the Nusu Mukate government where he served in the capacity of the prime minister. Are we together? Right now, William Ruto knows if I let Raila Odinga off the hook, I will be doing myself the greatest sabotage of my political career. Because Raila Odinga's followers follow him. He has a cult-like following of psychopaths, followers who believe whatever Raila Odinga says. They do whatever Raila Odinga says. So if Raila says William Ruto is a god, they will worship him. I am telling you, and this is not because of anything or anything. I'm just saying this because these are facts that have been proven beyond reasonable doubt on how these people resonate with Raila Odinga. Now, William Ruto has to come up with a strategy to accommodate Raila Odinga. And people like Cherargai are people like that like making noise. Are we together? Raila Odinga has a chance to go back and take over his party, the ODM party, and start preparing for 2027. Or come home and dissolve the ODM party and decide to join William Ruto in government. Joining William Ruto in the current government means the death of Raila Amolo Odinga's ambitions and dreams, because there is no other time that Raila Odinga can appear in the ballot papers. If he feels that he is healthy right now, this is the high time for him to kickstart a campaign to unseat President William Ruto as the President of the Republic of Kenya. But with people, they are trying to massage his ego. They are trying to massage the heart of Raila Amolo Odinga to make him see the value of him holding, a very useless position, that of the Prime Minister. Because the question is, why bring up the position of the Prime Minister, yet we have the Prime Cabinet Secretary, which holds the same mandate to that of the Prime Minister? What will be Raila Odinga doing that Mudavadi has not been doing? Remember, one Koimbori, the MP for Juja, has revealed that William Ruto spent over 16 billion Kenyan shillings to bribe and to buy out votes for Raila Amolo Odinga. But even after using all this money, they have failed. Are we together? Now, William Ruto sees that I lost to secure the seat for this man, and I don't want him to join the other wagon of those that are fighting me. I want him to be by my side. What can I do? How can I reward him? You might hear even Kildore Kindiki being sabotaged and his political career cut short so that Raila Amolo Odinga can be accommodated as the vice president or the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. Are we together? Now, how will the Nadco report be implemented? Will it go through? I want to read a tweet by one former LSK president, Nelson Havi, in regards to the implementation of the Nadco report. Havi tells us this. Senator Kiprotich Arap Cherargai is the front lips of an antelope testing the depth of the pool. Let the antelope be told that any attempt to amend the constitution to accommodate Nadco will be successfully fought in the streets and in courts. Let the antelope die of thirst. He's telling him there is no way the Nadco report can be accepted by the judiciary of the Republic of Kenya. The introduction of an office of the Prime Minister cannot be introduced while we have the Prime Cabinet Minister. If they want to give Raila Amolo Odinga any position in government, they have to fire somebody. They have to kick out somebody from the government so that they can accommodate Raila Amolo Odinga. But creating another position through the Nadco report, that one won't go through. Remember, Nelson Havi is a very close friend and ally of President William Ruto. But right now, he says that cannot happen. And if that is to happen, then Kenya will be doomed. Everybody can do anything. If they feel like they can introduce chairman's view of whatever, as a position in government and instill somebody there and give them an office. Yet those offices means that the taxpayers' money are being lost. The only card that Raila Amolo Odinga can play right now is revamp energy into his ODM party. After revamping energy into ODM party, then merge ODM party with the Mount Kenya region votes. With that, Raila Amolo Odinga will be assured of winning the presidency. Are we together? But if he does not take that route, he will have decided to follow William Ruto. And he is, and let me, before we conclude this video, I want to read to you a tweet by blogger Robert Alai, who has been campaigning for Raila Amolo Odinga since Raila was declared his intentions for AU. And this guy also started singing praises to one William Ruto. Now, I want you to hear this. He says, if another factor, behold, no, let's put that aside. He says, Baba Raila Odinga is now an elder statesman. No more rigorous politicking. No more vehicle sunroofs. Baba must be respected and protected from selfish individuals out to milk his influence while not caring for his comfort and well-being. Baba deserves some rest. That is what they are saying. Now, going forward, he says, another key factor beyond Uhuru Kenyatta's mission to drill Raila Amolo Odinga is this. Reliable sources in Addis Ababa confirm that now he is trying to blame everybody for Raila Odinga loss. But he concludes by saying this. If Baba runs for office against Ruto, Gachagua, Uhuru Kenyatta and their supporters will return to Ruto. Secondly, any arguments for appointing Raila as Prime Minister or in such a position are belittling the stature and role of Raila Odinga in Kenyan society. Baba Raila Odinga is not hostage to his very stellar contribution to the country. Baba can build Kenya without insulting appointments. I don't think even the ODM people want to hear Raila Amolo Odinga being belittled to being a prime minister again. No, he held that role, he completed his work, and he did what he had to do for this republic. We all know what Raila Amolo Odinga did for this country while he was the prime minister. But then he had power. Right now, he won't be having the desired power to do what's right. He will just be a puppet, a pawn in William Ruto's game. What is your take in regards to the implementation of the Nadco report and accommodating Raila Odinga as a prime minister? I want to hear your comments. Leave your comment in the comment section. Remember to subscribe. This is the Kenyan Daily Report.